everyone. Trump came in Hanoi for second round of nuclear talks. This news came in AP Associated Press. I just want to say actually 22 hours ago. Uh, After a long journey to Vietnam, U.S. President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un are in place for the second summit Wednesday to address perhaps the world's biggest security challenge, Kim's pursuit of a nuclear program that stands on the verge of viably threatening targets around the planet. Trump arrived late Tuesday in Air Force One after a long flight that included refueling stops in England and Qatar. He waved from the stairs of the presidential plane, then shook hands with dignitaries and walked along a red carpet to his motorcade. Kim arrived in Hanoi earlier and spent the day traveling around the Vietnamese capital in his armored limousine. His squad of bodyguards in tow as he visited the North Korean embassy, with hundreds of visiting journalists and thousands of local citizens following in his wake. He took a train through southern China and traveled to Hanoi by car from the Vietnamese bordertown. The two leaders are slated to meet over 2 days, first at dinner Wednesday, followed by meetings on Thursday. They first met last June in Singapore, a summit that was long on historic dignitary but short in any enforceable agreements for North Korea to keep up its nuclear arsenal. Here we can see some pictures of that. Trump has praised Pyongyang for ceasing missile tests and has appeared to ease off on her, demanding a timeline for disarmament. Kim is expected to ask for relief from crushing U.S. sanctions, but before the summit began, Kim took some time to venture out of his locked-down hotel and check out parts of Hanoi, including his national embassy, where a loud cheer went up as Kim entered the compound. Soldiers, police, and international journalists thronged the streets outside Hanoi's Malia Hotel, where Kim is staying, and hundreds of eager citizens stood behind barricades hoping to see the North Korean leader. As Vietnamese, North Korean and US flags floated in a cold drizzle, dozens of cameras flashed, and some citizens screamed and used their mobile phones to capture Kim's rock star-like arrival. Like him, local resident Van Dang Lu, who works at a nearby bank, said of Kim, "He is very young and he is very interesting and he is very powerful." She said, "Trump is not young, but I think he is very powerful too." Vietnam's authoritarian leaders set up a huge security apparatus to welcome Kim, shutting long stretches of highway and locking down swaths of the bustling capital city. Earlier in the morning, Kim, grinning broadly and waving, stepped off his armored train at the end of a long ride that started in Pyongyang and wound through China to the Vietnamese border. He shook hands with officials as Vietnamese troops in crisp white uniforms and black boots stood at attention on the red carpet at the Dong Dang railway station on the China-Vietnam border. Hours ahead of his border crossing, footage from Japanese TV network TVS showed Kim taking a prison smoke break at a train station in China. A woman who appeared to be his sister, Kim Yo-jong, holding a crystal ashtray at the ready. Although many experts are skeptical Kim will give up the nuclear weapons he likely sees as his best guarantee of continued rule, there was a palpable carnival-like excitement among many in Hanoi as the final preparations were made for the meeting. There were also huge traffic jams in the already congested streets. Vietnam is eager to show off its huge economic and development improvements since the destruction of the Vietnam War, but the country also tolerates no dissent and is able to provide the kind of firm hand not allowed by more democratic potential hosts. I really hope to catch a glimpse of Kim Jong Un. He's an interesting man and he rarely travels anywhere, so it would be great to see him here, said Nguyen Trong Toon, a retired teacher who was waiting by the side of the streets on Kim's expected travel route. There are high expectations for the Hanoi summit after a vague declaration at the first meeting in June Singapore that disappointed many. Trump, via Twitter, has worked to temper those expectations, predicting before leaving for Hanoi a continuation of the progress made in Singapore, but adding a tantalizing nod to new denuclearization. He also said that Kim knows that without nuclear weapons, his country could first become one of the great economic powers anywhere in the world. North Korea has spent decades at great political and economic sacrifice building its nuclear program. And there is widespread skepticism among experts that it will give away the program cheaply. AP journalist Ilsdam Van in Dong Dang, Huang Jin Kim, Adam Schwartz and Hilton in Hanoi and Kim Tong Hyung in Seoul, South Korea contributed to this report. Thank you very much. See you in the next video with new news. Bye.